Good morning. Alexander writes here with another video. Today we will be looking at the Traveler's Notebook. I have just purchased it in the passport size. So today we're going to be doing a review of that, as well as just overall thoughts about the Traveler's Company. I have just thought about switching it up a little bit, so I will be going from my daily journal for my Galen leather stuff over to Travelers. So I'm just going to go over a system that I use. Hopefully this information is helpful to you. If you don't know about Travelers Company, they make good products for all different kinds of people. They have different inserts and different colors and different styles. And Pinterest has a couple different, a lot of different ways people use these notebooks. And if you're looking for inspiration to get into journaling, I would check out some of those Pinterest pins and just see what people are using them for. I think that it's a very versatile product and you can use it pretty much anywhere. I like it just because I can refill it, and I'm going to be taking it with me when I go to Europe this year. So I will be documenting my travels in there. And so, yeah. Anyways, that's pretty much it. Any update from me? I am still hitting the ground running with, sorry, I was looking for this, with my final proof copy edit. So that is just me doing a line edit of the book. We're still slated to come out in March of this year. So we're looking at the end of March, but I'll have details when this finally gets online and there's pre-orders. It will be in paperback, hardback, and ebook. So there's 3 different ways you can buy it. And I will be potentially doing a re-release of my first book. Haven't decided that 100% because there's a lot of work that's going to go into getting that better, but we'll see. I've already started. I finished draft 1 of my 3rd book, The Highland Tour, which is a mystery thriller in the same vein as like Lucy Foley or Ruth Ware or Riley Sager. So that's pretty cool. And then I have started a vision board for book 4, which is called the, what did I decide on? Something, it's a time travel book. That's all I can say. It's a time travel book about a watch. It has a lot of semblance to like Matt Haig, How to Stop Time, and The Midnight Library. So if you like those books, it is a time travel book with inspiration from The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, as well as about love. So it's a rom-com time traveler book, which I have only started handwriting the draft. So I'm probably halfway through a handwritten draft, but that's it. I'm going to pause there, finish book 3, and then move on. That way I'm not doing projects out of order. But yeah, anyways, we will get on to the video and I will show you what I have purchased, as well as what my thoughts are on the Traveler's Notebook passport size. Thanks. All right, so in usual fashion, Traveler's Company does ship their products out in these little boxes. I wasn't going to do an unboxing, but essentially the actual notebook comes in this little white linen sleeve, and then it does come with, what is it? It comes with a couple different of these elastics. So I just switched it out for, I guess you could call that the orange one, because my other one's just the brown. So yeah, I won't get into the packaging too much. I should preface that this is a couple different things. So it's the passport, and then when you open it up, I also have this sleeve, this plastic sleeve that allows me to hold things. So I have like a photo up here, and then I have a photo here. And so essentially it's just a sleeve. You can hold business cards on the back side, which is super cool. And then you can hold larger things on this front side. And then this front pocket is just a zip, so you can unzip and then stick stuff in here. Originally, I was trying to switch over to a wallet, use this as my wallet, but I don't think it has enough storage. I mean, my wallet is pretty slim as is. So, and I've had this for multiple years, so it's pretty good. But I don't know if this would be a lot bigger in my pocket. So I've decided just to use it as like a pocket journal, which is its intended purpose, unless you stick a passport in there. But yeah, essentially, let me just take out the photo real quick. Okay, so essentially, it comes like this. It is passport size, so this is just a McMiniman's passport, but if you wanted to shove that in there, it is the same size. The only unfortunate thing that I found so far with this is these little A5, I don't know, they're not A5, pocket journals that you can buy. I have like several of them from Lockbee, are just, they're not quite the same size, so they're just a little bit taller than the actual leather notebook. So that's a bummer. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could cut the bottom off, but it'd be a waste. So I'm just going to have to buy the ones that are specific to Traveler's Notebook, which is fine. They're not super, I think they're $4, and that's pretty good. And their paper quality is like superior, not to Lockbee's notebook, but it's just very good paper quality all around. But yeah, anyways, so I started putting this together. I haven't quite gotten a system yet, but essentially this will just be in my pocket whenever I go out. So if I do collect business cards, I can stick them in here. If I have a receipt or cash, I can stick it in here. Sorry, I didn't actually notice this. That is pretty fascinating. So it kind of mirrors an actual passport, which is kind of cool. So you have the issuing country, the passport number, all this different stuff. So that's kind of neat. I didn't really see that. Cool. I'm learning things on camera, which is awesome. Anyways, so I have this, and the cover is separate. This plastic sleeve is separate. It's only $5 or $4, so it's pretty reasonable, but I got that. So this is going to be a daily driver for my pocket, and I think I'm just going to have like notes about stories, observations, that kind of stuff. And then kind of part 2 of this video, I ended up getting a pen loop for this one. So once I finish journaling out of my Galen leather notebook, which is we're looking at the last so many pages, I'm gonna switch over to this just because I think I'm ready for a change. That red Galen leather notebook, the everyday notebook, I did a review on a while back. It's one of my more popular videos. I've kind of noticed that what is it, I forget what the paper is, but it's not the Thames River. It's it's the Cosmo Air. So I've noticed the Cosmo Air, when I write, the oil in my hands gets onto the paper and it leaves the ink kind of in an odd finish. Let me see if I can pull it up. So right here, you can see how there's like a thumbprint almost. So I've noticed that, and I'm left-handed. So being left-handed and dragging your hand across the page, like I have to like write kind of odd. So I kind of wanted to go away from that. Galen Leather has since re-released their everyday A5 notebook in Thames River, which is superior to this product. And I have filled up one of those before. So if I ever wanted to go back, I probably would just go with the Thames River option rather than the Cosmo Air, just because it doesn't leave that weird fingerprintiness. It's so odd. And if you're writing and you're trying to, sorry, this is probably not what the video is meant for, but I guess I'm trying to give an explanation to why I'm switching. But if you're writing like this, right, and you have to push down to see the lines so that your lines are straight, your hand's naturally going to be, like my hand's naturally going down the page like this, and the oil or the residue on my hands is leaving like these prints. And so when I go over it with an ink pen, that's where you get that fingerprintiness. So it's kind of odd. Also, another caveat, the pen loop on this is starting to break, which I haven't really used it, and my pens aren't excessively big, so I don't know why it's doing that. I don't know if I could contact them, but I mean, it's neither here nor there. So this pen loop I got so that I could carry a pen with this. I usually just stick it underneath the elastic, but it's not super secure. Anyways, So back to the video. Sorry, that was a very big side tangent, but these are the two notebooks that I'm going to be using going forward. I think I like the way they look. I love natural leather, and that one from Galen Leather is green, which is fantastic. It has aged very nice, but these ones I think are going to be my next, or I'm just going to use them from now on. I've just seen over the years how nice they looked, and obviously when I bought my wallet, it originally looked like this, and now it's like this shiny, like kind of darker brown. Like obviously you can still scratch it and it still, will go back to the original color. This one I've had for about a year or so, so you're starting to kind of see the scratches and starting not to look as shiny as this. So I'm kind of excited to see where this one goes as far as the color. Let's hope you guys can see really well. Yeah, so this is going to be in the pocket, and this is my journal. I originally only had one insert in here, and so I did end up getting a couple of those rubber elastic expanders. So I will start keeping a daily journal in here, and then obviously I will continue my book study, or the study of the book of Matthew. I think I'm at Matthew 10 or Matthew 11. Yeah, I'm not pretty far, just because I spent a lot of time on the Sermon on the Mount. So this is Matthew 10 is where I'm at right now, but super cool. I like the blank because I can draw things, but when I journal, I do like having the lines. That way I can stay on task, and it's kind of nice with these. I don't have to sit a piece of paper into with the other notebook to have the lines. The lines are already there, so it might make it easier for me to write. Obviously, these are going to get filled up a lot quicker because they are 3 inches shorter, but that's just what I've decided to do. And it's super compact. Like I can put a bunch of stuff in here. It's the same size of a piece of mail, so I can set mail in here, which is nice. But yeah, I'm going to be using this for when we go to Europe this summer, and it will be super fun. And just another thing, so when I ordered this, I got the notebook, the plastic sleeve, some of those lined expanders, refills, and then they gave me their little newsletter as just an extra. Haven't read it yet, but for those people who aren't using traveler's notebooks and you're kind of like wondering like what you can use with them, I feel like they're super versatile. Like here you have someone who's like writing, they've done some illustrations, and it's just, you can paste things in them, and you can kind of make it your own. So it's like here you have someone who's posted photos in it and they write in it, and then here is another person, and then obviously there's a person who has a lot of them, which, I mean, I'm sure people do end up getting quite a bit of them because they're super nice. But I mean, I'm not trying to hard sell anybody, but if you're into journaling and you like simplistic and enjoy refilling and reducing how many notebooks you buy. I have a lot of them, and the idea of reusing the same cover is kind of nice. It's kind of why I like fountain pens, because I can reuse them. Even the refillable ink cartridges, you can actually just get a syringe and pump new ink into them. So it reduces the use of disposable pens. So I don't really use disposable pens unless I'm working in my office, because fountain pens can't go on any other paper besides specialty paper, because it just looks terrible, because paper is kind of cheap in office settings now. But yeah, I like the fact that I'm reducing my waste by reusing covers, reusing pens, reusing ink, and all of that stuff. So this has kind of been a weird, like, long ramble video. I apologize if you're looking for something a bit more detailed. I recommend, if you want, Traveler sells on Amazon, but they also sell on their website. So I went through their website and I realize that some things are more expensive. Like the refills on their website are cheaper, and the ones on Amazon are more expensive, obviously, but the actual notebook is cheaper on Amazon. I just was kind of scared that I would get a knockoff, so I just paid the extra $5, which wasn't a big deal. I think shipping's free after so much, so it's not terrible. And I'm assuming they do sales, but yeah. Anyways, this has been a weird, rambunctious ramble of a video, and thanks for sticking with me. This is Traveler's Company, Traveler's Notebooks. I have a couple people that I kind of chat about with these on a daily basis, and it's kind of cool to see how you can get connected with people from all over the world who have a similar style, and you use the same products. Like Writerly Witterings was the first one who introduced me to this, and then I found another person who was using them, and then another person, and now I'm like, they make sense. I mean, they're so old, vintage, timely, like just the style of them, and they're so, you can make them whatever you want. You really can. There's not a one size fits all. Like I was saying, there's like 30 different types of refills. There's machine washable refills, which make no sense to me, but they're there. So if you have questions or concerns, just leave me a comment and I'll try to answer them as best as possible. There's other people who do videos on these that are far better and more detailed than I am. If you like this content, just let me know. You can subscribe. I try to make regular content about stationery stuff and anything book related or about my authoring. Also, just leave a thumbs up. Lets me know that you enjoy what you're seeing. And I will drop links to these products. I'll drop a link to their website, their main website, and then you can also look them up on Amazon and go from there. There are some alternatives, like some cheaper, like looking ones that look very identical, but they're not the same company. I think there's one on Amazon that includes like a pen loop, the book, refills, and a cover, and it's like $13. So if you're not sure if you like this, you can always try the very cheap option and just see if it works for you. Like, it's a new year, and if you want to get into journaling, you want to try something new, I super encourage giving this a go. Really quickly before I end the video, I feel like journaling for me has opened up a lot of different things. I've been able to work through things in my life, and it's been able to help me. And as you know, me personally, I'm not a guy who likes to particularly talk about emotions. So being able to write them on paper is just a way for me to kind of reflect and to look back and just to see how, you know, God's working through my life. And I just think it's so cool that you get to keep these refills. So I get to go and look back and know a year ago what I was praying about and how God has answered my prayer through that year. And it's just kind of cool. It's like, obviously people call it's a diary is what it is, but for me, it's more than that. It's just like a chronicling of my life, where I'm at a point in my life where I stumble, where I'm celebrating, and it's just super rewarding. I think, you know, one of the things that's cool is that I could accumulate quite a large collection of these, and eventually when I go, maybe my kids will pick them up and just see what kind of person I was at that time. And I think that's really rewarding. Just to think about. But anyways, enough of the rambling. Traveler's Company, Traveler's Notebooks. We have Passport Brown, regular size brown. This one's a year old. This one's brand new. So over the course of this year, I will do video updates. I will also be posting photos of these on my Instagram. So I'll put all that stuff in the comments if you want to check in. I do update regularly there as well with just what I'm working on as an author, but also just journaling posts, just encouraging words. So anyways, thank you so much. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I look forward to making more content for you. Have a great day.